Someone asks you how you are. You type fine and felt nothing about it. Not relief, not irritation, just nothing. That's what scares you later because in about 8 minutes, you'll recognize what fine actually costs and why nothing feels like it's hitting you anymore. For now, just know fine used to mean something. Now, it's just the safest answer, the one that ends the question. And it's not a lie. Nothing is actively wrong. Bills are paid, work is moving, your calendar looks normal until you zoom in. Still, the day feels flat. Not sad, not I don't know, panicked, or anything, just muted. You notice it in small places. You take a bite of something you usually love, and it's mostly texture. You can tell it's warm. You can tell it's salty, but it doesn't hit. Like eating through a screen door. You play a song you used to love, and it becomes background noise. It fills the room, but it doesn't reach you. Someone tells a joke, you laugh at the right time, but it doesn't land in your chest. Your chest feels quiet, not heavy, just quiet. The scary part isn't that you feel bad, it's that you don't feel much. And because nothing is broken, you start bargaining. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe this is just adulthood or whatever. Maybe this is what fine feels like. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain is doing something, not breaking down, not giving up, something quieter. It's dimming everything. Like turning down the volume, more like putting a film over everything. And it does this because life never stops coming at you. And you can see it in one place, not big arrivals, just constant demands. A vibration, then a notification, then someone's quick question that's never actually quick. All day, every day, tiny things that add up. Even when you sit down, your brain doesn't sit down. You're on a couch, shoes off, telling yourself you're resting. And your hand still checks your phone. You open it, close it, open it again. It's not anxiety exactly. It's more like part of you cannot turn off. Still scanning, checking. Did I miss something? And you can be watching something, but you don't know what happened in the last minute because your hand checked your phone again. Here's what's happening underneath. First, at work, you open your laptop. Cursor is blinking in an empty document. You know what you need to do. You are capable, but you can't enter it, so you do pre-work. You adjust the window. You reopen the same folder. You reread a paragraph you already know, like somehow the sentence will appear automatically. You open the work chat just to clear it. You close it. You come back to the document. The cursor is still blinking, like it's waiting for you to arrive. You stare at the first line, like it's a door that won't open. There's a tiny humiliation in it, because you're not confused. You're not incapable. You're just not getting in. So you pretend you're doing something useful. You minimize the window, then maximize it again. You open your email, scroll through, find one from yesterday that doesn't need a response, but you open it anyway. You read it even though you have already replied. You know it's not helping, but you close it. Then you open it again because doing something, anything that looks productive feels better than staring at the cursor. So you go back to the document, rename a file, change the font size, change it back. You click into another tab to check one thing. Now there are 6 tabs open and you can't remember why you opened any of them. You switch back to the document. The cursor is still there, still blinking, still waiting. You reread the same sentence twice because you didn't actually take it in the first time. Then it finally happens. 3 clean minutes. Maybe 4. Shoulders drop, eyes narrow in, the thread appears. And right there, ping! Not urgent. It's never urgent. That's the thing. Just small. You feel it before you read it. A tiny internal drop. Not anger, not stress, just less. Like you closed something and now you can't find your way back in. The thread is gone and you don't know where it went. You answer politely and then you return to the dock, but the doorway is gone. Then it moves. Later, you pick up your phone for one reason, weather check, or one reply you have been putting off. Something quick. You even tell yourself 10 seconds, like you're making a deal with yourself. Really? Then your thumb moves once, then again. You scroll standing in the kitchen. You scroll while the kettle heats. You scroll in the elevator. 10 minutes pass and you can't remember what you opened it for. Your body knows it though. Shoulders slightly forward, thumb moving in the same small circle over and over. And you can feel it. The slight tension in your wrist. The way your eyes aren't really focusing, just skimming. You're scrolling through faces, headlines, images, but none of them land. They just pass. You are not bored because you can't stop. You're bored while you're doing it. And then it reaches the place that matters most. Someone you care about is talking. You are looking at their face. You're nodding at the right times. And still, part of you is elsewhere. You are there, but through glass, like watching yourself from the hallway. You feel your face doing the listening, the nodding, all the right expressions. But inside, there's a lag, like buffering. They're talking in real time. You're processing on delay. You catch yourself doing it. You say, a second too late. They pause and you realize you missed a sentence. So you ask them to repeat it and you smile so they don't feel it. And then you feel the shame of it. Not big shame, small shame. The kind where you hope they didn't notice. The kind where you make a mental note. Next time, be more present. But next time, it happens again. And the time after that. And you start to wonder if this is just who you are now. Someone who is physically there, but mentally somewhere else. Not by choice, just by default. What people miss is fine is not neutral anymore. Here's what fine actually means now. It means you are getting through it. All the arrivals, notifications, reminders, all the pings, all the small asks. You're not crashing, but you're not present either. That's why you can get through the day and still feel like you aren't really there. But here's the cost or the trade-off. Your system doesn't just turn down the bad stuff. It turns down everything. Joy gets quieter, so does curiosity. Even simple satisfaction, the kind you used to feel finishing something, that gets quieter too. So you don't feel terrible, you feel muted. That's the hidden cost of being fine. You are protected, but you are protected from everything. After that, you notice the pattern everywhere. You see a message from a friend, someone you actually like. You read it, you feel warmth for half a second, and you don't reply. Not because you don't care, because replying means picking up a thread, and threads feel heavy. Just one more thing. So you tell yourself, you'll answer later, when you are more present. when you're more you. And then days pass. Nothing dramatic happens. No fight, no big falling out or anything. Just quiet distance. That muting, it keeps you going. But it also keeps you at a distance from everything, even the good stuff. So what actually helps? Usually just a pocket, a small one, where nothing comes in. No new texts, no new asks, just nothing arriving for a minute. It looks like sitting in a car before going inside, engine off, phone face down. No music playing, no podcast, just the sound of cabin settling. You don't fix anything. You don't catch up on anything. You just let the next arrival miss you. It looks like standing at the window for no reason. Not waiting for anything, not checking for anything. Just looking out, watching nothing happen, and noticing how strange that feels. How your brain keeps asking, okay, but what are we doing? And you don't answer it. You just stand there. It looks like walking to the mailbox without checking your phone mid-step. Cold air, footsteps. A mind that isn't being pulled every 3 seconds. You come back inside and the room feels different, more solid somehow. Or it looks like making a coffee in the morning and actually staying in the kitchen while it brews. Not scrolling through anything, not checking messages, just standing there, watching the steam rise, hearing the sound of it filling up the cup. And at first, your hand will twitch, reach for your pocket. That pull is real, but if you can let it pass, something small shifts. You're not accomplishing anything. You're not being productive. You are just here. And when you take that first sip, you actually taste it. Not just hot, not just bitter, but the full thing. That's what starts coming back. The texture, the detail, the way things feel when you are actually in them. And when that fog starts to lift, not all at once, just gradually, it won't feel like motivation. It will feel like things landing again. Food tastes like food. The joke actually hits. A song reaches you without you forcing it. You notice small things. The weight of mug in your hand. The way light comes through the window. The sound of someone's voice actually arriving. Not because life changed, because your system stopped bracing for the next thing and focusing on being in the moment. So, if you have been fine for a long time and it still feels flat, you are not broken. You are buffered, and buffers can come down. Tomorrow morning, the mug will be hot again. The phone will still be there. The arrivals won't stop. But maybe you will notice it happening. And noticing is the first small step.